feel good. Better bring in a pound for me. Better I'm a Norman, need more gabba. Sleep for like just a thought.
What up, everybody? It's your girl, Unpopular Stoner, aka Shea Butter Baby, and welcome to Ain't No Book to This Shit, where we talk about life, love, and all the good and bad shit in between. I'm your host, Unpopular Stoner, and thank you for being here on your Wednesday night because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. So, I know I said the show is about life, love, and everything in between. But I forgot to tell y'all, while we're going to talk about life, we also going to be indulging into a little bit of cannabidable products. Your girl have already indulged for the first half, and tonight's cannabidable products is brought to you by Baked Bags. Not only do they have chocolate infused ice cream cones, they now got gummies. So go ahead and get you some. And no, this is sponsored. And then we also have some cereal milk. A little cereal milk is a hybrid of a sativa and a indica. There you go. But anyway, so I want to start the show off by giving you guys your marijuana or cannabidable product fact of the week. I will be bringing you these facts every week. Okay. But today we're going to talk about the first person to ever smoke weed, or documented first person to ever smoke weed. Now y'all know my memory ain't that good, but so I had to write it down. So it was first documented like 28 BC. It was an emperor in China, and his name was Emperor Shin Nugs or Nungs or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, y'all. But that is definitely the fact of the week. So before we get started into this story, I want to go ahead and say this is a safe space. Okay? You guys are going to learn some things about me that you didn't know before, and I don't want y'all to judge me for it. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure all y'all skeletons in y'all closet ain't, stripped of the muscle and the tissue. Okay? Like I got some skeletons. Okay? And I'm just here to tell my story and smoke weed while I do it, or take an edible. Anyway, so I decided on to tell y'all that how I became, or how I got to where I am sexually in life, how I became bisexual, or I don't want to say became because I feel like I was always like this, but at one point in time I thought I was a lesbian. Hey y'all, hey, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Everything sounding good? Just gotta ask. But anyway, so we gonna go back to young Unpopular Stoner. Give y'all a little background. I used to run track in high school. My 11th grade year was when it all came to fruition. Okay, I was 110 pounds. This is to be known. Y'all need to know this. I was 110 pounds soaking wet, and I think I was about 16 going on 17, or 17 about to go on 18. I don't remember. So anyway, your girl was coming home from a track meet, and on one of those old raggedy buses. Y'all know the type, the ones that stink. They got the fake leather in there, and like bucket seats or whatever. And if you fart, you could get pink eye if you laid in somebody's seat. Them type of buses. And I was sitting in the middle. Mind you, you should know that my cousin also ran track, and we went to the same school. She's in the front, okay, and she's about to tussle with this big girl who threw the shot put. Now, you ain't got to be real big to throw shot put, but she was big, and she threw shot put, okay? And so homegirl was like tussling with my cousin, but I didn't know they were playing. I thought they was for real. And I ain't gonna hold y'all, I was a punk. I could not fight. I could not throw hands. I was getting bullied at that time in my life. But anyway, I digress. So they was tussling or whatever, and she called out for me. And I thought that this was a real situation. So me mustering up all the energy I could, my little 110 pound self, I go up to the big girl. Now, mind you, this girl was 6 foot. I'm 5'5". At the time, I'm pretty sure I'm about 5'3". I think I may have grew 2 inches after that. But she's every bit of 6 foot. Big girl. I told you she stole the shot put. Okay. So I'm like, I go up to her, you know what I'm saying? She stepped back, and I gut punched this hoe. You know, I mean, I'm every fiber in my being, I gut up in there. She fall back into the seat and start crying. Now me, I'm a punk. I'm like, oh, as soon as she get her wind back, boy, she gonna beat my ass. That's how I'm feeling, right? So I'm like trying to sit next to her in a little stinking ass bucket seats, like, woo, 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 I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all was playing. Da, 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 da. And apparently she got gastrointestinal issues and had just had a surgery. My thing is, how you out here throwing shot put with an open wound? I don't understand that. I still don't understand it to this day. But anywho, so I'm like, woo, 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 you know, because I'm like, as soon as she start feeling better, she gonna beat the shit out of me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, you know, trying to plead myself out of this fucking ass whooping I'm about to get. And she was like, I had surgery not too long ago and you hit me in my incision. And so I'm like, fuck, she gonna whoop my ass. If not today, definitely tomorrow at school. So I'm like, I'm sorry, you want me to rub it? Whatever I could do to get myself out this ass whooping. So then she said, yeah, it hurt, but that's not why I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm gay and I can't tell my mom. This escalated quickly. We went from me gut punching you and gastrointestinal issues to you can't tell your mama you gay. So here I am. I'm like, you know, you should tell her. She probably understand. I didn't know if she would understand or not. I was just trying to get on her good side so I wouldn't get this ass whooping. So then she turns to me, grabs my face, and kissed me, y'all. That definitely, that was one of the softest lips I had ever felt for a while. Like, well, at that age, them was the softest lips I ever felt, and I didn't know how to feel. So I was in my feeling. I'm just like, and she's still sitting there sobbing or whatever, and I'm like, do I go back to my seat? Like, I don't want to get my ass whipped still. So I'm like, do I sit here? Do I go back to my seat? So I go to get back, you know, go back to my seat, and you know, she put her hand on my arm, like, stay right here. So I'm stuck. How you hear? She was out, bruh. If you looked at her, she was definitely gay from birth, from cooch. She was gay. It ain't no if it been wore men draws, sports bras. I ain't never seen her in no dress, like no flip flap. She ain't want her feet out, nothing. And she always had her hair in them Allen Iverson braids, bruh. That was a sign back then. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, what up, Terrence? I was like, okay, so I'm gonna just sit here. All right. And she holding on to my hand, y'all. I'm like, oh. And from that day forward, we were best friends. But the difference between her definition of best friends and my definition of best friends, I was like, best friends, like, we cool. Okay, you kissed me. I ain't think nothing else was gonna happen. Yeah, her mama knew. No, her mama didn't know. Her mama was in Delulu land. Definitely in Delulu land. So we started like staying or trying. We started trying to stay at each other's house and stuff like that, right? My mama wasn't with it. Because my mama seen what she looked like. She said, no, she wants your box. No, you're not going over there. You're not staying the night. But I was like, Mom, she's not gay. She's a tomboy. My mom was like, no, she wants your box. I was like, no, she just a tomboy. Trying to get my mom off her scent. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to go over there and see what that be like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna kiss me? Okay. So then my mama finally gave. I think it was like a month of me begging to go over there. My mama finally gave in. And she was like, don't come back here talk about you gay or nothing like that or whatever she said. And I was like, she older. She's stuck in her ways. I go over there, and unbeknownst to me, her mama don't know that she gay. Her grandmama don't know she gay. And so they went to sleep. She was like hushing me because they allowed us to stay in the same room. I didn't think they was gonna allow us to stay in the same room because I thought that they knew. But anyway, they allowed us to stay in the room, and the grandma and the mama went to sleep. And that was my first experience with her eating my box, y'all. And after that, it was like we went together bad, real bad. Like every time I seen her talk to a girl, because she was a natural flirt. And I'm not gonna say she was ugly, but she wasn't. She don't look like the studs of today. Can I say that? She didn't look like the studs of today. Hey, Melissa. she was, yeah, no, she didn't look like the studs of today. She wasn't ugly, but she just wasn't the studs of today. Just put it that way. That's all I can say about it. But she ate my box and she was out here flirting and I was in my feelings. So I think about 6 months after we started talking, she allowed me to do my thing. Cause I was anxious. I was eager. Cause I was like, hold on, I just want to see, I'm adventurous. I want to see what it be like. At this time, I think I had already lost my virginity to a boy. How old was I? Anyway, that don't matter. But I was trying to see what this be like, right? So the first time she let me eat her box, I think it was 6 months in. And it was the motion of the body, the taste, the moaning. I was hooked, y'all. I was hooked on eating box. That's all I wanted to do at that point. All I wanted to do was eat box and smoke weed. That's all I wanted to do. And so me and her were together, like, I think it was like, because track was like February, started like in February, and that track meet was like mid-April. So from April of 2021 until graduation of June 2022, or I'm sorry, Jesus. Graduation, from April of 2001, Jesus, to graduation of 2002, me and her were off and on. So because I had my first taste of box, now I couldn't get enough. You're right, I could not. Hey Chase, I could not get enough. So, she was doing her thing, so I was like, I'm gonna do my thing. And there was this chick that used to always be at our track meets. She always smelled good. She looked good. She was feminine. After a track meet one day, I went up to her and I was like, "Yo, you ever been licked on by a girl?" And yes, I said those exact words because I didn't have no game. I didn't know what to say. Okay, I asked her, "Has she ever been licked on by a girl?" And she said, "What?" And I said it again. "Have you ever been licked on by a girl?" And she was like, "No." I said, "You want to find out?" And she was like, she started smirking a little bit. And she was like, "Maybe." I said, "You need to ride home?" Because in high school, I had a car. Not everybody had a car. I said, "You need to ride home?" She was like, yeah, I'll take a ride home. Did not take homegirl home. I definitely took her to the last aisle of Walmart, and we got in the back seat. Homegirl, at that time, it was springtime. Homegirl had like a little skirt thing on, and she zipped down, and I slid them pants to the side, y'all. And because it was something different, it tastes different, the moans was different, the movement was different. I was on like high. I was like, oh yes, this is my calling. I eat box. I was like, I am a lesbian. I am a lesbian. I'm good at this. It gives me a natural high. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. No, she had French box. That's exactly how I felt. And it was like how like for some people who drink coffee. Yes, I was doing the lick and chuck. Like, how some people drink coffee, or it was like a fix. Like I was addicted to eating box. And so I took down a few females in high school and did them dirty. I definitely did them dirty. It was no feelings involved. I just needed, it was like I was an addict and I needed my itch to be scratched. And so that's how that went. And right after I graduated, I went into the Navy. First girl I told you about, shot putter, I let her know that once I went to boot camp, it wasn't gonna be nothing else. And the rest of them hoes, I didn't even speak. I didn't even tell. I didn't even tell them I was leaving. It was just like that. So moving on, I thought that I was going to go into the military on this eating box high. I was like, oh man, I'm about to travel around the world eating box. Like, how great is that? I'm gonna get to see all kinds of coochie that ain't nobody ever seen before. At that time, I did not know what I was getting myself into. I did not know that you could not be gay or LGBTQ in the military. At that time, it was do not ask, don't tell policy, and you were not allowed to be gay, or you got discharged. So your girl, so your girl went to back being normal, and that's how my 2 kids got here, because I was out here being, what everybody would presume to be normal. And I always wanted to still eat box while I was doing it, while I was in the military. So fast forward, you're not supposed to, is a do not ask, don't ask, don't tell policy. Fast forward to 2007. 2007, I was an E5 in the military. Was I an E5 in the military? No, I was an E4. I was an E4 in the military. And I had got stationed back to where I am from. Where them same bitches I was tearing their box up in high school was still doing the same shit when I came back to be stationed there. Now we love eating around here. So this is when I found out that I could not really be a lesbian. Okay. Because I think at this time the don't ask, don't tell policy was being lifted, and people were starting to be able to do what they wanted to do, and or at least it wasn't as unheard of, I guess, to be gay or whatever your preference is or whatever the case may be. So right before my birthday, in 2008, I met this girl. We're gonna call her Christina. She was Blasian. She was Filipino and black, a little tiny little thing, but she was a stud. And she hit on me first. Your girl had the fresh fade, but was still dressed in feminine. Okay, I had just got the fresh fade. I had waves. You know what I'm saying? I was experimenting with contacts and stuff like that. I thought I was cute, so cute. And I went to the club, and she was there, and she thought she was picking me up. Little did she know I was picking her up. Anyway, so she, in my ear talking blah, 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 blah. I skip whatever to whatever. We grown. So she was like, you want to go home, do whatever. Okay. Homegirl thought that she was about to dominate me. Now, one thing I have to say, I am not the type of female who would let another woman dominate me. You eat my box, but you will never put your legs in them harnesses and strap me down. That ain't happening. I'm the one doing the bending, as Chuck would say. So we get back to her little place or whatever the case may be, and once she pulled out this light-skinned, narrow type strap, right? And I was like, what the fuck is that? She was like, oh, because she was light-skinned. And she was like, I needed to be the same color as me. That's what she said. I said, I'm not doing that. She was like, she's like, then you're not a real lesbian. I said, that's not what that means. I said, I'll put it on and strap you down. I was like, and that means what? So, long story short, short story long, that night, I was digging her down, pretty much. And I didn't feel like it was getting the job done. So I went and did some investigation and got my own strap. And I don't know if y'all know this company is called Doc Johnson. And he or it, I don't know if it's a male that produces these, but hold on. They about this thick. Can y'all see? This thick. And they hella long. And I got me an all black one. And that's what I was digging bitches down with. I was power driving the shit out of they shit with no feelings attached. But this particular girl, what did we say we were going to call her? Christina or Christine, whatever. She broke my, I actually fell in love with her. Not thinking that I could. And I feel like I fell in love with her because I'm the type of, I wanted to fix her at some point. You always think you can fix them. Oh, I can fix it. Not the Great American Challenge. I thought I could fix her. And when I knew I couldn't fix her, now, mind you, this girl, she was epileptic. She had ADHD. And she was bipolar. Did not know any of these things when we first started talking. So she went to the club. She went to the club. I didn't go. And her homegirl called me and was like, come get her. I said, why? Like, she's trying to fight. She's trying to fight. Now, the girl was like this fucking big. She's an itty bitty thing. She stood like maybe 4'11". Itty bitty thing. Maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. She was so small. And always wanted to talk shit. Always wanted to start fights. And people knew from our hometown that she was epileptic. So all they had to do was knock her ass in the head while they fighting, and then she gonna go into a seizure. Like, not handicap hunching. I'm done. Shit, all they gotta do is hit. Hey, Stacia. All they gotta do is hit this bitch in the head, and then she gonna start seizing. And sure as shit, that's what happened. She had a seizure in the middle of the club after getting her ass whooped. So I had to go pick her up. I was bringing her back to my place, and she started seizing in the car. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like the goat who fainted. Right. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so she stopped seizing. I got her back in the house. Try to start bringing her back to. She was waking up. As soon as she woke up, she wanted to eat the box. That's what she wanted to do. She woke up from seizing, wanting to have sex. And I'm like, I don't even feel like I can do this. Like, you just had a whole seizure, and now you want to have sex. I don't know if I can do this. I'm not sure that I can do this. And she was like, what are you talking about? Like, she didn't remember having a seizure. She didn't remember the fight, none of that. So me and her did some things. And she finally allowed me to put the Doc Johnson in her butt, y'all. And when I tell you, it was the power. It was the power behind, like, and she was tiny and she was taking off. Anyway, I think I have a power problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just thinking about it, bro. Like, and then she didn't have no big ass. So I didn't get to see no rolls back. She didn't have issues with skin and bones, but still, she's very beautiful still. But I was on a mission. I was on my new mission because you have to remember, I was just eating box, and then I had fucked her with the little light skin peen. But this big Joan, and she let me put it in her bunkie. Oh yeah, that gave me a power trip. So then I was on to my next victim, and this was another girl I went to school with. Very pretty. Her coochie was pretty too. Anyway, very pretty, and she was not the closet. Her family was very into church, and I would go to visit her. I would drive 2 hours to get that power trip. 2 hours, y'all, to get that power trip. It was crazy. So I don't know if I could have took all that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we're not talking about just in the one. We're talking about in the poop chute, taking it. Did you see how thick this is? I couldn't take it in the poop chute, but I was on a power trip. I was on a high. I was cleaning it afterwards. Don't think I'm a dirty bitch. I clean my shit every time. But yeah, I was getting a power trip. And then I came across a nasty. So don't judge me, y'all. Okay, please. But I know what a yeast infection looks like for myself. Okay. I know what a yeast infection looks like for myself. And, I was still new, kind of, to this lifestyle. So I and then to make it so bad, I hope she never see this. But I don't even want to say it. She nope, I can't say it, because if she ever see this, and anybody who knows from my hometown ever see this, they'll know who I'm talking about. Anyway, just know that she was a PK. Okay? She was a PK, and I kind of feel kind of bad because she was definitely younger than me. Not by a whole bunch, but she was younger than me, and she was a PK. And I went down. You know how you do that first lick? It was given very much sourdoughy. Like, you know how it got a little sour, or like blue cheese? That's the blue cheese taste. Y'all know what I'm talking. Please tell me y'all know what I'm talking about. I did my initial lick and I was like you, or like when you put your tongue to a battery and you get that sting real quick, you like what's going on? Mind you, I was young. I did not know what was going on. Y'all judging me. We said this is a safe space. Don't judge me. It was like when you put your tongue to a battery, like it was a shock. Like I can't explain it no better than that. And I was like, I can't, like, you know how you down there and you bring your head back like that? She's like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. I said, nothing. And I went to do it again. I was like, oh, that's not going to work for me. And then I had licked my fingers and I started, fingering her or whatever. And as I was bringing my fingers out, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, we here. And I didn't have a like that type of mean bone in my body at the time. Don't laugh, Monica. I didn't have that type of mean bone in my body at the time. So I stopped what I was doing. I fingered her a little bit and then Terrence, stop. I fingered her for a little bit and then I got up and I started strapping her down. Like we're not gonna do this much. Like it wasn't much. It was very minimum foreplay. This is what we're not gonna do. Cause I was like, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a low point. It was a low point in my time to get that high. And that's crazy because that was a high for me, to the moaning, the back arching, the all that, even the noise. That noise wasn't the best. So that session didn't last very long. But yes, y'all, I just told y'all some real serious. Anyway, don't judge me, okay? Not the cottage cheese. The cottage cheese, yes. Anyway, so where are we at? Moving forward, okay? Moving forward. After being in a relationship with the Christina girl and all her drama, because that I didn't tell y'all, it lasted a while. I was stationed in North Carolina from 2007 to 2013, and me and her were off and on. So that lasted for a while, and it was like I can't see myself being with a female because it was just too emotional. Like I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I don't think I could do it. And at the time I was still, messing with dudes too. So, but I was like, I can't do it. But to get my high, I was out here taking bitches down. So moving forward, by the way, there was several bodies in between the time frames that I'm telling y'all about. Several bodies. I'm not proud to say that, but I'm also not ashamed because I was young. I was doing what I wanted to do. I did have a threesome during this time frame with 2 other females. In a hotel room, in a shower. It was very amazing. And I had always wanted to be with one of these people. Never happened, but it did. Anyway, so let's move forward to 2013. 2013, I moved to California because I was in what you call the IDC program, was a independent duty corpsman, which is what I wanted to be, which is the equivalent to a physician's assistant. So got to California, and as y'all see, y'all don't hear that I'm in any relationships with men at this time, right? Okay, just keep that in mind. So I moved to California, and I get a roommate. My roommate was Mexican. She had her own situation going on. I did not know. Y'all heard that? I did not know at the time that she was gay. I thought she was straight. She said she had her own situation. She was in a relationship. I thought the person she was talking about was a girl. Was a guy. Come to find out, it was a girl. And the apartment that I was staying in with her as her roommate was her and her fiance / girlfriend, whatever. Did not know. And I started digging her down too. And it was on a regular basis because we lived together. And that turned a little toxic. Because not only did we live together, we worked together. We were in school. It was a school in California together. And it was toxic. Because there would be times that, because I had my own room. She had her own room. And I didn't feel like it. And she would come and get into bed with me and want me to, and I didn't want to. And then she would get attitude. And then because we lived together, we got to see each other every day. It was bad. I was like, I cannot be in a relationship with a girl. Cannot. It's not for me. But for females, for anybody, because all different types of women suck dick differently. All types of women who are into that eat pussy differently. So when she was down there eating the box, y'all, it was so different. It was weird. And I think that's why I wasn't into it as much as I was into like just power driving the shit out of her. Like there was no real foreplay because I didn't like the way she did it, if that makes sense. She liked the way I did it, but I didn't like the way she did it. So there was really no whatever. So when I stopped fucking her, I started fucking somebody else from our class. That didn't go well because me and this girl lived together. So eventually we both got kicked out of school. Not for what y'all think, but we got kicked out of school. And I ended up coming here to Illinois. Illinois was my last duty station. And Illinois was the last time I had been with a female. And that was in 2015. Nobody knows her. She was high ranking. I will not say her name or anything like that. But it was fucking. Like, it wasn't like I still wasn't letting her fuck me, but it was getting heated in there. Titty sweat everywhere. Coochie juice. It was just a lot. It was a lot going on. A lot. And, yeah, man. She caught feelings. And she ended up, like, later on in life, I found out that she passed away. So that was terrible. But it was good while it lasted. It was definitely good while it lasted. And then I went back home after I got out in 2017. And as y'all can see, my journey, you heard nothing about a man. I have been with a good majority of women, more than I've been with men, in my lifestyle. But I'm talking about everywhere. Like, she was, like, she was a bigger girl. And, like, I got to see the rolls. And it was just like, and she had silk sheets in her bed. I told her she should get rid of them shits because they leave, like, wet prints and stuff like that. But it was a time. It was definitely a time, y'all. And I haven't been with a girl ever since. So let me clear something up. I don't know what you guys might be thinking. I'm very happy in my marriage to my husband, who is a man and has a penis. Like I said, I can never be in a relationship with a girl. But if he ever said, baby, I'm feeling frisky, let's both find like somebody we both into, and he wanted to have a one-time situation, like we could have multiple one times with females, but we're not gonna have like one person that we always go to. No, because I feel like that's how feelings get attached. And no, she was trying to recruit me. Who was trying to recruit you? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, we could do the one time, several different one times, but not. I don't want somebody that's there all the time. I can't do that. And I don't need an old faithful. Who was trying to recruit you though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, but yeah. So, yeah, man, that was the last girl I was with, y'all. I did go through a phase where I was also, say it now. Shay, don't be slow, please. Who is we talking about? Who tried to recruit you? I never tried to when did I try to recruit you? I've never tried to recruit you. Did I try to recruit her? I've never tried to recruit you. I really tried to recruit you. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got tote. Anyway. So, yeah. I'm bisexual, y'all. I like girls, but can't none of them dick me down. I won't have it. I won't allow it. It's not allowed. In the end, at one point in time, I was like a magnet for jailbirds. I don't know what it was. It was like after I got out of the military and went back home, all the jailbird men wanted me. And there was one in particular. He I don't know if it was silicone or what, but it was like these little marbles that he injected into his shaft of his penis. And it was just like a walk. He was walking around with a real life toy in his pants. I was so amazed. I was like, how did you do that? And he also happened to be tatted from head to toe. Like literally tatted from head to toe. Like he had tattoos from his hairline to his toes. And I was like, y'all ain't got nothing else to do in jail, huh? Nope. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all about the big girl at the club who wanted to fight me because I curved her. That was in Washington State. She tried to fight me because I curved her. And it wasn't because she was a big girl, because I like big girls. She was really aggressive and drunk. And y'all know that beer breath, that's not sexy. So she wanted to fight me. Like she literally was like, let's go outside, blah, 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 blah. And I learned my lesson fighting big girls. So I was like, no, I'm good. And I was trying to walk away. And she was like, no, because this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I don't know all the words she said. But I was just like, And then the people I was with was like trying to bump us underway. And she was like, why you just going to try to curve me like that? Not even trying to give me a chance. What? You don't like all this? I'm just like, you drunk, baby. And you we got beer breath. And I'm not going to lie. Her braids were about a week or two too old for me. A week or two. Any other lesbians in the group? I was not lit. Anybody else have had a sexual experience with a girl that's a girl? Anyone? Everyone? Anyone? I used to think that all females went through that. Do you guys go through that? Like, is that like a genetic thing for women to always, have an experience with sex? I mean, with the same sex, or like, y'all don't have to be shy. Y'all can let me know. Menina, you've had an experience with a girl? That's what's up. Right on. So men don't have them type of experiences. That's what y'all telling me. Was it good, Jazz? Did you like it? Well, you said once, so it couldn't have been too good. Men don't have it. Why ain't no man saying nothing? Men don't have that type of experience. Ain't no dude ever brushed up on you and said, you smell real good, bro. What size drawers you wear? Nothing like that. No? Me had one experience. So these one experiences, is it because it wasn't good? It wasn't for you? It wasn't your thing? Right on, Stasia. Ken, what? I'm just saying. That's not how it always happened with women. You heard how my origin story was, but now Coochie Fruit been too good for me in my life. I got hit on by Misha Cousin. Is Misha Cousin a boy? Multiple experiences. Okay, Menina. Why I keep going out, y'all? So Terrence is the only one who's had a man hit on him. Chase, we know your story. We know. Yep, that'll do it. Terrence, how many men done try to hit on you? And why do you think that is? Is it because you got them tig old bitties? Why do you think that is? Chuck, ain't no man ever hit on you before? I know he done hit on you before. Ken, ain't no men ever hit on you. Ask you your draw size. Or like, man, what size them pants? See if I can get in there. I'm sorry. To be honest, I heard men typically hit on bigger dudes. Really? I've never heard that. I've never heard that. They still do until they smell my breath. Shut up. Why? Because your breath smell like coochie? Is that what you gonna say? They want a lumberjack, huh? Mm-hmm. I was just wondering because you always hear, especially in the college, they normally say in college girls have that experience. So I was just wondering. You've been told you give bear energy by another man? I'm just trying to figure it out. Is that what you've been told? You give bear energy. Can you imagine another dude? Like, what up, bro? You know, you giving that bear energy. I'm trying to see what that'd be like. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. Yeah, bro, you giving that bear energy. Yeah. Trying to see what that, you know how to mind, but yeah, I'm trying to see what that be like. You've had a couple women try you. I mean, I feel like women think, I don't know. I feel like it's easier for a woman to come up to another woman and say, hey, you're beautiful. And, you know, I like what I see. Than it is for a masculine ass man to be like, I just want to give you a bear hug. Like, what? Get your ass out of here. Oh, not my tongue muscles don't work too well. They might want to do that. Oh, that's one thing I don't like. Okay. If there's any LGBTQ people in here, power to the people. Females, if there's any lesbians or bisexuals in here, I don't like rubbing coochies. I said it. I don't like rubbing coochies. I don't like, what's it called? Troubling? Whatever. I don't like that. That does not feel good to me. That does not feel good to me. I don't like it. And I've seen quite a few porns where they're just like, yeah, like that. No, hell no. That is not, what's it called? Scissoring? Whatever. That's your favorite category. No, I am not a fan of the scissoring, sir. That is not, I don't like that. It does not feel good. Tried it once, won't try it again. It was not, and we talking about some freshly waxed poom, okay? Both ends. And it did not stimulate my loins at all. It actually felt like it was giving me very much of a rug burn. Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. No, I'm not a fan. It looks funny. It do, cause how y'all? One of them like with the legs up, one of them like this, and the other one laying on their side, and they just, or one of them sitting over the other, and let me stop doing emotions. Anyway, it's just not for me. That is not for me. I am not a scissoring type of girl. Not at all. I'll eat some box and I'll dick you down, but I'm not scissoring you. I might even finger. No. Once I got into the medical field, fingering went out the window. Fingering definitely went out the window for me because that's nasty. And everybody, you don't use one of them little sink brushes to get underneath their nails, and even then, there's still some microfiber bacteria underneath there, and I just don't. I don't like to be fingered. I don't like to put fingers in, and I'm not that person. Not sure. Listen, I don't like it, y'all. I'm obviously boring when it comes to the lesbian side of sex, and I'm very interesting when it comes to the heterosexual side of sex. I guess because all I'm really trying to do with a girl is eat the box and dig her down. Any and every position, I'm cool with that. But on the heterosexual side, I think because of how I think on the bisexual side is why I am the way I am on the heterosexual side. Those who know, and if you don't know, I mean, I might share that story one day. But I feel like I got a lot of judgment when we did talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I did say that I was going to have this show be 45 minutes to 45 to 50 minutes long, and we haven't even talked about it. We haven't even rated the marijuana. I feel like I stayed pretty on topic. I was still able to function. I didn't even eat none of my pizza. My husband, he got me a pizza that I'm probably gonna smash as soon as I get off here. So I would give it, when I'm at work, so these right here, it's something that you could, depending on your tolerance, it's something you could take and still function with. I'm able to function with those. So I would give it, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. They cones though had me way more slump. This cereal milk, which is the strain of marijuana that I was smoking, I give that a 6 because I was under the impression that I would, because I did both. So I thought that I was definitely going to be up here stumbling over my words, not able to remember some parts of my story, stuff like that. So yeah, give the gummies an 8. The flour, we're going to give a 6. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed my show. I plan on doing this every Wednesday. I was very much nervous this go round. I really want to get into like editing and stuff like that so I can make my show more lively. Maybe play some music in the background. Chased it, show me how to do that. But I'm just so happy. You need what in your life? These baked bags, girly. They got them in. This is Georgia Peach. I got them in Georgia Peach. This is the Delta 8 gummies. They are phenomenal. And you can, well, let me not say you can function with them because it's why I keep looking over here. It's dependent upon your tolerance. Maybe you're kicking in now. Like, I don't know. But it's dependent upon your tolerance. But I can very much function with it. So next week I will have a new marijuana topic of the week. I hope I wasn't too boring. I hope the story didn't drag on too long. I'm just really trying to be up here, letting you guys know who I am as a person. You guys really don't get to see all that on TikTok. And I'm really an open book. And I live my life the best that I can because there ain't no book to this shit. A lot of things I had was self-taught. And, I just want to share some of my life experiences with you guys. And I thank you so, so much for coming. I hope you come back next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, bring your edibles, bring your, your drinks, bring whatever, bring your questions. And if you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about or you think might be good for my show, please just hit me in my inbox. Some of you have my phone number, so just hit me up, okay? And I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.